Top of the stretch. Fields off the turn. Here they come. They're off far outside. Red Hot Express left hard on the inside. Harmony Oaks Luand also left well. Coming away is Can Fox. Red Hot Express to the top. A length and a quarter over Harmony Oaks Luan in second. A length back to Can Fox. Racing third. 2 lengths back. 2 and 10-2. In fourth, another 2 back to Jingle Jangle. Rain Dance Society. And your trailer early on is Dandy Child. They're out of the club turn and approaching the quarter. Red Hot Express leads the way a length and a quarter over Harmony Oaks Luan. Opening quarter 29-1. They race up the backstretch. Red Hot Express leads by 2. Harmony Oaks Luan is racing in second up on the outside. Here comes in 10-2. In 10-2 for Morgan is underway. Can Fox saves ground in fourth. 2 back to Jingle Jangle. Racing in fifth. Rain Dance Society. And far back is Dandy Child. They race for the half. And from the outside in 10-2. Now puts a neck in front over Red Hot Express. Harmony Oaks Luan is unhurried in third. They're off the half. 57-4. Pace picks up in 10-2, now clears a length and a quarter. Red Hot Express up on the outside. Here comes Harmony Oaks Luan for Jacobs. She attacks without cover. On the inside, it's in 10-2. On the outside, Harmony Oaks Luan following up that live cover is Jingle Jangle. Red Hot Express is there. Can Fox. And at the end, Rain Dance Society. They're in the stretch. 3 quarters. 127-4 in 10-2. Leads the way. Here's Harmony Oaks Luan. And now Harmony Oaks Luan paces right on by. She draws off by 2 in 10-2. Tiring in second. Red Hot Express moves up the rail third. Jingle Jangle racing in fourth. A late move by Can Fox is 16th out. And it's all Harmony Oaks Luan. Harmony Oaks Luan, an easy winner in the opener. A battle for second. Jingle Jangle and Can Fox in 156-3.
10.5 minutes to post, and as we said, I think the 3 logical...
Top of the stretch. Fillies and Mares in behind the starting gate. Approaching the start, picking up speed. Here they come. They're off and pacing with Lake Hills Mimi. Out in a hurry also, Bonniers's Express. Here's Bonniers's Express to the top. A length and a quarter. Lake Hills Mimi is on the attack. Jimmy's Butterfly is away in third. A length back to Ideal Duchess in fourth. 2 back to Little Bit Dangerous. Another gap of 2.5 to Jail Huckwind. Right in behind her, Getting Any Bluegrass, Cuba Lady, Wheezy Wig, and Rosedale Donna. Now they're single file as they approach the quarter. Bonniers's Express will set the tone by 2:28-1. They race up the backstretch. Bonniers's Express. A length and a half over Lake Hills Mimi. 2 back to Jimmy's Butterfly, racing third. Ideal Duchess is racing in fourth. A length back to Little Bit Dangerous. Jail Hawkwind. In behind her, Getting Any Bluegrass. The move is Cuba Lady. Rosedale Donna. Wheezy Wig saves ground, approaching the half. Bonnier Express still leads a length over the favorite Lake Hills Mimi. Jimmy's Butterfly 3 lengths off the top and third, and now Jail Hawkwind will lead up the second tier. Will grind out a tough first over trip. They go by the half, 58-4. Far turn, Bonniers Express leads the way. Lake Hills Mimi getting the trip in second. Jail Hawkwind eases into third. Jimmy's Butterfly on the inside, racing in fourth. Getting Any Bluegrass following up the live cover. Also on the move is Cuba Lady. Ideal Duchess is pushed back, top of the stretch. Bonniers Express leads the way. Jail Hawkwind continues to gain ground. Lake Hills Mimi still in the pocket. 3 quarters, 129-4. 3/16 out. Jail Hawkwind now powers on by. Bonniers Express has had it. Lake Hills Mimi now darts through in between horses. Here she comes. Jail Hawkwind in mid-stretch. Here's Lake Hills Mimi far outside. Cuba Lady is charging down the stretch on the inside. Lake Hills Mimi. Jail Hawkwind still there. Lake Hills Mimi getting up in the final strides over Jail Hawkwind. Cuba Lady third, 157-3.
Page, this is race 3, $2 exacta trifecta, and the pick 3 on races 3, 4, and 5.
Fields off the turn as they take their positions in behind the starting gate. Here they come. They're off far outside. Duke the Clown used aggressively. On the inside, Incredibucks is there along with Chiefs Tarson. Coming away, TC Mariner. 4 off the rail. Here's Duke the Clown in between horses. Now Chiefs Tarson to the front. They race into the club turn. Chiefs Tarson on a short lead. Duke the Clown racing up on the rim. Coming away third, Incredibucks. A length and a half back to TC Mariner. 3 lengths back to Holly Hill Flash. Never More Ideal. Followed up by John R. A gap of 5 to Sage Willoughby. Anxious Island Nose Has It. Off the quarter. 28-2. Chiefs Tarson turns back. An aggressive Duke the Clown. Chiefs Tarson into the 3/8, a length and a quarter. Incredibucks racing in second. Duke the Clown is now racing third. A length and a half back to TC Mariner. Holly Hill Flash, the favorite, is underway first over for Shetler, followed up by Nevermore Ideal, John R. Then comes Anxious Isle, Sage Willoughby, and Nose Has It, 59-1. They race into the far turn. Chiefs Tarson leads the way a length. Incredibucks right there in second. Holly Hill Flash moves up third. On the inside, Duke the Clown racing in fourth. Nevermore Ideal racing on the outside. Dropping back is TC Mariner. John R. moves up. They come to the corner. Chiefs Tarson leads the way on the outside. Holly Hill Flash continues to advance. 3/4, 131-1. And now Holly Hill Flash paces on by. It's Holly Hill Flash by 2. Far outside. Here comes John R. Nevermore Ideal racing in between horses. Dropping back is Chiefs Tarson. Incredibucks is there in mid-stretch. John R. now to the attack. John R. leads. Holly Hill Flash on the inside. John R. now is clear for the victory. Holly Hill Flash close for third. Incredibucks maybe in 159-4. 9-4-10, 6-2-5, 8-7, 3-1 on the bottom. Top of the stretch. Picking up speed. Here they come. Off stride, just before the start was Skycam, and now off stride and Sweep. They're off and pacing in the fourth race. Fox Valley Rattler will now take advantage. A free shot at the top. Fox Valley Rattler by 2 on the inside. Harmony's Oaks Ace racing in second. Social Dude up on the rim in third. Egyptian Blitz is away in fourth. Then a break of 3 to Recam Cider racing in fifth. A length and a half back to Bids Messenger racing in sixth. Stormy Bay is seventh. And Sweep and Skycam both making miscues. They're racing 8th and 9th. Your trailer is Illini Superstar. Now they're off the quarter. 29 seconds. They race up the backstretch from the outside. 44-1 shot. Social Dude to the top. Takes the track. Opens up the lead by 3. Now by 4. Fox Valley Rattler racing in second. Off stride at the end. Once again is Skycam approaching the half. Social Dude, the long shot, leads the way by 5. Fox Valley Rattler in second. On the outside, it's Bids Messenger. They're off the half. 59-2. Social Dude leads the way by 4. Fox Valley Rattler now a closer second. On the inside, racing in third, Harmony Oaks Ace. Bids Messenger, a tough first over trip. On the outside, Stormy Bay moves up and Sweep into the action. Egyptian Blitz is pushed back. And on the move from Lasser comes Recam Cider. Top of the stretch. Social Dude has had it. Here's Fox Valley Rattler. Fox Valley Rattler goes right on by and now opens up the lead by 5. On the outside, Stormy Bay takes over second. 3/4, 130-2, 3/16 out. Fox Valley Rattler leads the way. Stormy Bay racing second. In between horses, Harmony Oaks Ace far outside. It's End Sweep with a 16th to go. It's all Fox Valley Rattler. Fox Valley Rattler Taylor has this one in complete control, wins it by 4. Harmony Oaks A's close for third, and Sweep maybe in 159 and 4. 8-6-2 DNF 173-9-4-5 on the field of 8, top of the stretch. They move in position for a start. Here they come. They're often pacing with Impudent Fella showing speed on the far outside. Royal Wings also left well. And on the inside, No Laughing now comes through. Here's Royal Wings. Royal Wings for Boutenshane. Takes command, opens up by 2. Now off stride is Impudent Fella. Impudent Fella is off stride. Royal Wings leads the way. A length and a quarter, No Laughing racing in second. Up on the rim, here's Rod's Deal. On the inside, Garfunkel racing in fourth. Free Cat. On the outside, it's Video Bandit on the move for Morgan. Then a length back to Impudent Fella. 3 lengths back to the trailer, Propensity. They're off the quarter, 29 and 3. From the outside, Rod's Deal now takes command of the fractions by 2. Video Bandit up on the rim in second. Royal Wings is third. A length and a half back to No Laughing and Joe Anderson racing in fourth. 4 lengths back to Garfunkel and Dan Knox in fifth. Another 2 to Free Cat. Impudent Fella in far back, Propensity. They're off the half, 58 and 1. Rod's Deal, the favorite, leads the way a length for McGee. Royal Wings right on his heels. Now Video Bandit to the inside. No Laughing is off the cones for Anderson. No Laughing attacks third. Now second. Royal Wings right there. Rod's Deal leads the way. It's Rod's Deal by 2.5. No Laughing on the outside eases up into second. Royal Wings racing in third. They're in the stretch. Rod's Deal, the one to catch. They're all in behind Rod's Deal. He leads the way by 2 3/4. 128 and 2. 3/16 out. Rod's Deal in command. Royal Wings racing in second. Garfunkel now takes over third, dropping back. No Laughing. A late move by Free Cat. In deep stretch, Rod's Deal leads the way. Rod's Deal is cruising for the victory. Garfunkel up for second. Royal Wings grabs the show spot. 156 and 4. Very impressive mile.
There are your race 5 results. Trifecta.
10 fillies and mares. Here they come. They're off. Bristol Lake Misty. Used hard early on. Here's Bristol Lake Misty to the top. Birthday's Baby moves right with her. These two vie for command. And now Bristol Lake Misty draws clear, a length and a quarter. Birthday's Baby racing in second. 3 lengths back to Mad Society. On the outside, Holly's Discovery racing in fourth. And fifth around the turn, here comes Tony Morgan and Suki Nuke. They're off the quarter, 28 and 4. They race up the backstretch, and now driving from the pocket is Birthday's Baby right on his heels. Her heels is Suki Nuke. On the inside, Bristol Lake Misty racing in third, a length and a half back to Mad Society. Racing in fourth, another length to Holly Hill Discovery. Racing in fifth. Gamble on Jenny is off the cones for Heitman, followed by Salmon Patty. Also on the move, Double Down Dalray, Silky Dancer, Emma T-Hart trails. They race for the half, and they're off that half, 58 and 2. And from the outside, Suki Nuke takes command. A length over Birthday's Baby. Bristol Lake Misty racing in third. On the outside, Gamble on Jenny grinding out a tough first over trip midway around the far turn. Suki Nuke leads the way. Birthday's Baby is out from the pocket. Here she comes. Suki Nuke on a short lead. Here comes Birthday's Baby. Bristol Lake Misty now off the cones for Curran. They're in the stretch, and Birthday's Baby takes command. Suki Nuke game on the inside. 3/4. 129 and 3. 3/16 out. Birthday's Baby leads the way. Suki Nuke has to do more. Bristol Crystal Lake Misty racing in third on the outside. Here comes Mad Society and Silky Dancer far back. Emma T. Hart down the stretch. Birthday's Baby under a drive. In between horses, Mad Society and a late move by Emma T. Hart. Birthday's Baby is home free, close for second, 159.
All right, this is
top of the stretch, picking up speed. Here they come. They're off and pacing on the inside. Watch pocket. Left well in between horses. Boca Rio Baby for Delinsko. Watch pocket. And Boca Rio Baby. Stride for stride and now watch pocket. Takes command of length. Boca Rio Baby drops in second. 2 lengths back to Crystal Symphony. Racing in third. A length back to Miss Perfect S. In fourth. Another length to Tiburon Brittany. Yankee Threshold reserved early on. Then a length and a half back to Sand My Girl. Your trailer is Brooklet Skeeter. They're off the quarter. 29-1. They race up the backstretch. Watch pocket. In command of the fractions by 2 over Boca Rio Baby up on the outside. Here comes Miss Perfect S for Heitman. Miss Perfect S quickly up to challenge. And now take command. Watch pocket back to second. Boca Rio Baby racing in third. Yankee Threshold first up. On the outside, the favorite Yankee Threshold is underway. Crystal Symphony saves ground in fifth. They're off the half a minute straight. Miss Perfect S leads the way. On the outside, Yankee Threshold eases her way into second. Watch Pocket is right there in third. Up on the outside, Brooklet Skeeter into the action. Boca Rio Baby is pushed back along with Crystal Symphony. Also on the move, Sand My Girl. And Tiburon Brittany, top of the stretch. Miss Perfect S leads the way. On the outside, Yankee Threshold is the challenger. They're by 3/4, 130 flat. Inside the quarter pole, Miss Perfect S leads Yankee Threshold. Another move in second on the outside. Here's Brooklet Skeeter. And now they're 3 across the track. In between horses is the favorite Yankee Threshold. On the outside, Brooklet Skeeter. Morgan going to work, trying to keep her alive. Brooklet Skeeter and Hochstetler. And now Brooklet Skeeter takes command. It's Brooklet Skeeter, Yankee Threshold. Brooklet Skeeter maybe over Yankee Threshold in 1:58 and 4. Fields off the turn. Now they're in the stretch. Here they come. They're out far outside, legit too. Used aggressively, seeking the top. On the inside, Lowell Eddie Lou came away. Adams Boy up on the rim along with Henry's Pal. Legit 2 in command by 2 over Lowell Eddie Lou on the outside. It's Henry's Pal. Adams Boy is away in fourth. 2 lengths back to American Thunder. A length and a half back to Mannheim Trolley. A length to Culver Cadet. Midway around the turn. Then comes Dale Heitman and My Daddy's Rich. Now they're off the quarter. 28-2. Legit 2 leads by 2 over Lowell Eddie Lou. Up on the rim, Henry's Pal. Adams Boy is racing fourth. 2 lengths back to American Thunder. A length and a half back to Mannheim Trolley, the favorite, and Dave McGee. And now they're off the pylons, following up live cover. It's a battle for the lead. On the inside, Legit 2 on the outside. Henry's Pal has been parked from the word go. The trip now taking its toll as he drops back. They're off the half, 58-2. Legit 2 leads by a length. Lowell Eddie Lou racing in second on the inside. Adams Boy moving up 3 wide is American Thunder, also on the move. Mannheim Trolley. Adams Boy saves ground. Culver Cadet on the inside. My Daddy's Rich dropping back. Henry's Pal. Corky's Finale and Douglas for top of the stretch. Legit 2 leads the way by 2.5. They're in the stretch. Legit 2 now by 3. 3/4, 1:28.2. Legit 2 leads the way on the outside. Mannheim Trolley moves up. On the inside, it's Lowell Eddie Lou. In mid-stretch, Legit 2 leads Mannheim Trolley, lurking on the outside. Legit 2 on the inside, digs down for Dean McGee. On the outside, it's Mannheim Trolley and Dave McGee. In deep stretch, Legit 2 wins it from start to finish. Mannheim Trolley second. Culver Cadet grabs the show spot, 156-4.
Awfully generous pick 3 there.
Field of 8 trotters now take their positions in behind the starting gate. Here they come. They're off and trotting. Never Jamie B. In the middle of the track, left well on the far outside. Cosmic Debris. On the inside, Charge It to Cooper. Bonafide Star moves up for position. It's a battle for the lead. Never Jamie B. The filly on the inside. Charge It to Cooper comes through. Cosmic Debris now secures early position in third. Bonafide Star up on the rim in fourth. Cooper Randolph racing in fifth. A length back to Gum Corner Lad. 2 lengths back to Noblet's Finale. Your trailer is Muley's Reporter. They're off the quarter, 28 seconds. They trot up the backstretch from the outside. Here's Bonafide Star for Anderson. Right on his heels, Cosmic Debris, the mare. Never Jamie B. Holds the inside. Charge It to Cooper, racing in fourth. Gump Corner Lad into contention fifth. On the inside, Cooper Randolph. Noblet's Finale far back. Muley's Reporter approaching the half. Bonafide Star. 3 parts of a length. Cosmic Debris on the outside. 57-3 for the half. Bonafide Star leads. Cosmic Debris. On the outside, the challenger, Never Jamie B. Getting the trip in third, Gum Corner Lad. Looming large for Connell Willis. On the inside, Charge It to Cooper. Noblet's Finale is now off stride. Top of the stretch. Your leader is Bonafide Star. He leads the way by 3 open lengths. 3/4 on the board, 127-1. It's Bonafide Star. Your leader by 2, Never Jamie B. Cosmic Debris is dropping back on the inside. Charge It to Cooper. Cooper Randolph looks to shake loose. 1/8 of a mile out. Bonafide Star under a drive. Here comes Charge It to Cooper. And now shaking loose with racing room is Cooper Randolph. Bonafide Star is shortening stride. Here comes Cooper Randolph. Cooper Randolph goes right on by for the victory. Bonafide Star second. Charge It to Cooper third. 157-3. Fields off the turn. They're in the stretch. Picking up speed. Here they come. They're off on the inside. Lonesome Road left well. In between horses, it's Feedback on the far outside. Amazon Prince Feedback to the top from Irv Chupp. Lonesome Road is second. Amazon Prince tucks in third. A length back to Red Leaf Make a Buck. Racing in fourth. Another length back to Coy Cadet. Your trailer early on is Conundrum. They're out of the club turn. Approaching the quarter. Feedback in command. A length over Lonesome Road. Opening quarter 28-2. They race up the backstretch, and Feedback will set the tone. It leads the way a length over Lonesome Road. A length back to Amazon Prince for Anderson. Red Leaf Make a Buck, Coy Cadet. Conundrum is still reserved early on. Approaching the half, Feedback. In command a length and unpressured. Lonesome Road getting the trip right in behind. Amazon Prince is unhurried in third. Red Leaf Make a Buck, Coy Cadet, and now Conundrum drives from last. The half, 58-3. Far turn, Feedback leads the way. On the inside, it's Lonesome Road. Amazon Prince now attacks for Anderson. Red Leaf Make-A-Buck saves ground. Conundrum is on the move. Koi Cadet is at the end. They come to the corner. Feedback leads the way. Amazon Prince gains second. Lonesome Road is right there in third. 3/4, 1:28.1. 3/16 out. Feedback in command, 1.25 lengths. Lonesome Road comes back on the inside. Amazon Prince has to do more. Conundrum still about 5 lengths off the lead. Red Leaf Make-A-Buck and Koi Cadet down the stretch. Here's Lonesome Road. Lonesome Road now goes on by. Lonesome Road will pull off the mild upset. Wins it by 2 over Feedback. Amazon Prince holds on for third in 1:55.1.
Race 11.
Off the turn. They move into the stretch. Fillies and Mares in position for start. Here they come. They're off. Good start. 4 or 5 horses showing speed. And now to the 4s, Bretta Bardot on the outside. Ouch, it's Angel. Bretta Bardot leads. Ouch, it's Angel. The challenger. Incredible Susie is away in third. Up on the rim, Corky's Nutshell. Jake's Duchess racing in 5th. A length back to IRA Sally. Fox Valley Janelli past the Gravy. Broadway Damsel. They're off the quarter. 28.4. From the outside, here's Ouch, it's Angel. Ouch, it's Angel takes command. A length over Bretta Bardot. Another length back to Incredible Susie. Corky's Nutshell, the long shot, secures early position in 4th. Jake's Duchess racing in 5th. IRA Sally now flushes cover. Right in behind her is Fox Valley Janelli past the Gravy. And Broadway Damsel, second tier, takes form. Ouch, it's Angel leads. Jake's Duchess on the outside. 59.1. Jake's Duchess takes command. Ouch, it's Angel racing second. Bretta Bardot along the inside racing third. IRA Sally racing in 4th. Fox Valley Janelli into the action in 5th. Pushback Incredible Susie and Corky's Nutshell past the Gravy. Then Broadway Damsel is at the end. They're in the stretch. Jake's Duchess leads the way by 4. Off 3/4, 1:28.2, 3/16 out. Jake's Duchess leads. Here comes past the Gravy. Jake's Duchess shortening stride. Past the Gravy is charging. And now past the Gravy takes command by 2. A late move. Bretta Bardot on the inside. Broadway Damsel. A 16th out. It's past the Gravy. Past the Gravy will win it. A length and a quarter. Broadway Damsel second. Close for third. Bretta Bardot maybe over Incredible Susie. 1:58.3.